Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker playthrough. Last time we finished up the Earth Temple. We restored half of our Master Sword's power, and we immediately switched gears to head over to the Wind Temple. We reawakened Makar as the Sage, and now we're going to be going through the Wind Temple with Makar to get the other half of our sword restored to its former glory. So, yeah, we're getting ready to start the Wind Temple. In my honest opinion, this is probably my least favorite dungeon in this game. It's pretty rough. It's got a lot of annoyances. I'll just say that much. It's kind of just really annoying to get around, in my own honest opinion, just because there's just a lot of stuff going on and a lot of tough enemies as well. You do get a really cool weapon. A really cool dungeon item, I guess, is one positive of this adventure. But aside from that, as I said, it is pretty rough getting around. But we'll see if maybe age and growing older has made this less annoying for me, as that does seem to be the case in a lot of respects. Like for example, the Water Temple. That Water Temple in Ocarina of Time, much less annoying now than it was when I was younger. Okay, yeah, I knew there was a freaking Wizrobe over here. Take that. Also, I'm going to do something really quick. I'm going to switch this back to hold, because that's been, like, throwing me off a lot. It's been throwing me off a lot recently, so I'm going to put it back to hold just so I can, you know, stop messing up. Okay, it is open. I was like, wait, did I open that or not? So, first of all, the first things you'll see in this dungeon are these little spring things. In order to use these, you need to have the iron boots equipped. You'll knock it down, let go, and you'll fling into the air, and then you can do this to get back to where you were to start. And you basically have to do this again. Before we do anything else, though, there is something we need to quickly show off in regards to Makar's abilities. Makar, pretty much like Medli, can float around. Does have a flight meter that you have to be careful of. But another thing you can do is he can actually plant seeds, because he is a Korok, and that is what Koroks do. Come on, there we go. So basically, you plant a seed, and you'll make a kind of a tree sprout erupt from the ground. Pretty simple and self-explanatory stuff. And I believe if you do that in this room, you will make a treasure chest appear. Which, unfortunately, that does not really help me out here, but just to kind of get things moving, I'm going to go ahead and put Makar over here, because I believe you need to use him to step on this switch, which will stop the air current. And then we can return with Link and do some stuff with him. First of all, let's go ahead and open this and get a good old orange rupee worth 100 rupees. Our face is most definitely beaming. And yeah, this is where item management can get a little annoying. I probably don't need the bombs on. I'll probably be using the Wind Waker a lot more than I'll be using bombs, but I'll keep things going for now. So now we're going to float all the way over here to where Makar is. Don't think there's anything else in here, so I think with that we can actually move on. Thank you for helping out, little guy. Let's go ahead and keep moving here. One thing I do kind of like about this dungeon, though, is I do kind of like the colors. Like, the colors are kind of interesting, I guess. Of course, I always kind of dread these colors, because I know I'm in the Wind Temple when I see them, but... you know, aside from that, Yeah, it's got some pretty interesting colors, I gotta admit. Also, look at these things from Ocarina of Time. They're those spike things. They kind of like shifted back and forth. They're here in this game too. Okay, so let's go ahead, plant some more seeds. I guess this is technically where you would normally get introduced to the seed gimmick. Because you actually need to use it here, but... I'm trying to remember what this thing does. Also, whenever you get hit by an enemy when you're in command form, you'll actually go back to Link. So that's one thing you gotta kind of remember, I guess. Because I know there is something up here, but... okay, I don't think we can actually get this yet, though. Nope, we need one other item before we can make this work, so... I guess we'll go back here and keep moving. There it is. Okay, so once again, gonna need to use Makar to do his thing, since Link does not have the power of flight. It does make me wonder who is actually, like, heavier between Makar and Medli, because Makar is definitely smaller, but he is definitely, like, a little, like, tree thing, so he's probably a little heavier than Medli. I'm just trying to think of, like, which would be more annoying for Link to be carrying around. But, I mean, Link's got to be pretty buff that he's able to do that, like, throughout the entire 2 dungeons here. Link lifts. He literally lifts individuals. So we grew these trees, we opened the door, but unfortunately... Uh-oh. No! Makar's been captured! And there is nothing we can do about it. We pretty much have to do that to continue, so... That kind of sucks, but, yeah, Makar's been captured, unfortunately. So now we have to find a way to rescue the little guy. Oh, come on. Slim! I'm over here! Well, at least he's safe. That's the good thing. At least he's safe. At least he wasn't, like, just eaten. That would suck. But yeah, unfortunately, there's not much we can do about this. Slim! The stone that blocks the entrance seems extremely heavy. The only way you could move it, Slim, is if you were to become as heavy as the Great Deku Tree himself. If only the Great Deku Tree were here right now. So we need to become a tree. That's what I'm getting from that conversation. So to rescue Makar, we need to become a tree. That's a pretty difficult prospect, I have to admit. Okay, so I don't think I can get up here. We came from over here, Makar's over here, so we're pretty much locked into going in this direction. I already have the bombs equipped. How... Oh god, yeah, hold is so much better. It's just nice to being able to, like, let go of the button, and then you'll, like, no longer be locking on. Instead of, you know, switching to, like, the enemy right next to you. But I will admit, the switch thing was actually pretty good for the Orca minigame. I just left it on too long after the fact. Okay. Gonna kill more of these guys. Hey! Get your own kill! You jerk. That one was mine. So you see these little holes here. Basically, you can crack these open with a good old iron boot. Oh god! In my defense, I didn't know that guy was there. Where are we? Okay, good. I didn't go back too far. I really do hate those enemies. They're bad enemies pretty much in every game, I'd say. They're not fun to deal with regardless of what game. But that is probably the best way to take these guys out, just wait for the action command. Once you get in a rhythm, it's pretty easy, I'd say. So we're gonna close the door. Hello, I saw a chest over there. Probably like a joy pendant or something. Got him. Oh no, we can't open that door. I guess it is kind of like, in my opinion, what makes this dungeon kind of annoying is not that, although that is pretty annoying, admittedly, but just the fact that, like, you go through all this dungeon, then you have to backtrack once you get the dungeon item and once you free Makar, because there's just a lot of stuff you explored while not having the things. So because of that, just a lot of really tedious backtracking and stuff. Oh, this room. For some reason I thought this room was like later on in the dungeon. I don't know why. I just kind of thought this was later on. Okay, so for here... Whee! Good stuff, Link. Good stuff. This is kind of a cool room, though. I kind of like the idea of, like, flying through, like, several rooms of... I guess maybe not even, like, several rooms, but just flying through a big room with the Deku Leaf. Deku Leaf is a pretty cool item, I think. So as I mentioned, it's kind of, I guess, the inspiration, in a sense, for the, Come on. Really? You can't block that? Okay, there we go. There we go. But yeah, as I was saying, sorry for losing my train of thought right there. Kind of the inspiration for like the paraglider and, you know, other items of this nature in other Zelda games. Okay. So I believe this is either the dungeon map or the compass. Probably the map. Yep. Green areas are the ones you visited. Well, ain't that fantastic. Okay, give me some magic, because I will probably need it for this room. Really. I guess one interesting fun fact for me in this game is that of all the, or not really this game, but just this dungeon, Of all the times I've beaten this game, this is actually the dungeon I've played the least amount of times. Which, I mean, I guess that would make sense because, you know, this is pretty far into the game. But what I mean by that is the first time I played through this game, I actually did not beat this dungeon on my file. Because I was having like a sleepover, and this is where I was in the game. And someone who had beaten the game who was there was like, oh hey, this dungeon's like really, really annoying. Want me to go ahead and play it? And like, I don't know, I was a weird kid. Like, I should have just said, no, this is my game, let me do it. But like, I don't know, he was really insistent that he'd do this dungeon because of how annoying it was. And I guess for some reason, like, I don't even know why, because I definitely would not do that now, but like, I just let him play through the dungeon. And in a sense, I'm kind of glad I did, because it did look like a really annoying dungeon, but as I said, it's just not something I would ever do these days. Because I think that's kind of like... And, like, I don't really know the experience, because I never had, like, any brothers or sisters or anything, but, like, I always hear stories about, like, an older brother or sister just saying, hey, I'm playing this, you're not playing this. Like, that's just kind of what that felt like when it happened. It's like, oh, this is what it's like having a brother or sister. They just take the games and play them, and because you don't want to start any arguments, like, you just kind of let it happen, even if you don't want it to. That's kind of the reason why I don't really like backseat gaming and any of that stuff, because that's just what it is. It's just like people taking the controller away from the person playing the game, and it's really annoying and weird. So don't do it. Don't do it is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we're down here. This is the part of the dungeon I really, really don't like, because it's a lot of like climbing down and climbing back up this vertical shaft, which is really, really annoying. I think ultimately, yeah, I just want to fall down to the very bottom. Because reasons. There's Makar plants, but we obviously do not have Makar, so we can't do that. That's a locked door. We can't do that either. This door is open, so I think ultimately this is what will lead us to the dungeon item for this dungeon, because, like, what else could we do? Not much. Okay, any... Choose! I don't really need choo-choo jelly anymore, so I'm gonna just... I'm just gonna fight these guys and kill these guys. And then we'll fight the Armos statues, because that's what we do. Oh, these are ones that you don't fight, I guess. Interesting. I do like these, like, spikes, though. That's kind of what they're doing. Okay. This is kind of annoying, though, because you have to, like, move both of these blocks over. Oh, I get it. We go down one of the holes, and then the Armos statues are going to come alive. That's what happens. No. Get out of my way. Please tell me this is the right one. Well, it is. Oh, do I really have to... Can't push both. I mean, I guess that would require a lot of strength, but we have the power bracelet. We can do that. Okay, I guess we'll just keep trying these. And yep, that's the one where the Armo statues come alive. Ouch. Come on! I think I got one of them. Okay, why weren't you moving? There we go. Talk about being annoying. And see, this way I don't have to, like, move it. I can just, like, drop down all of these until I figure out the right one. And of course, there's another one. Ugh. Hate those damn hands. Drop. Is there no reason for doing that? Okay. I think ultimately I want to, like, get on that side. But I feel like there's something for getting all of them. Yeah. It's a treasure chest! My favorite. Oh, God! Okay, hold on. There is something there. So I think I have to, like... I know it's annoying, but I have to move these blocks all the way down there. Okay. Okay, yeah, you could do that. I'll probably cut some of that footage out then. But yeah, you don't have to, like, actually... break a hole open for that hole. It's already open. You just have to move your blocks over there. And yeah, there is a treasure chart. So that's our first treasure chart of this dungeon. And that means we have another one we need to find. I'm guessing we can't do anything over here. And these are gone. So yeah, we can leave. And we can go in that other door now. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Because really, I mean, there's no other door. I mean, it says there's a door to the right side of this room, but I think that's under the platform. The vent platform. Uh-oh. What do we got? Ooh. Oh god, this Wizrobe. So yeah, that, what we saw there is, I guess, I don't know the exact name for them. I like to call them Elite Wizrobes, or Summoning Wizrobes. Basically, they're Wizrobes that summon enemies. Which basically means they're annoying. So I'm gonna get the bow out, because bow will probably be helpful. Yep. You better get a damn good reward for this. feathers. Another Dark Nut? Oh my god. And keys. Oh my god. That's a regular wardrobe. Where's the... There he is. Why wasn't I not shooting him? Maybe that guy was in the way. Okay. Trying to find him. There he is. There we go. Now I just gotta get rid of this guy. Ouch. And that chest looks good. I think that's the chest we're looking for. Now you've probably seen, if you've played other Zelda games, you probably have a pretty good idea of what dungeon item we're about to get. But first let me collect the spoils of war. The good old spoils of war. But we're going to get the one, the only, can't imagine a Zelda game without this item very much anymore. The Hookshots. It extends, it retracts, it latches onto things. What a cool invention. Set it to Y, Z, or X, then hold the button you've set it to and aim with the control stick. Release the button to fire out the hookshot. So yeah, it's basically a better version of the grappling hook. Because as cool as the grappling hook it is, it's just nice to have, like, something that'll just latch you on directly to what you're trying to latch on to. Like, hands down. Hands down, it's better. So, that's how we get out of there. Isn't there anything else in here, or... No, I think that's it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, because getting pretty close to that 30-minute mark. But thank you, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you guys next time when we explore more of the Wind Temple, Hookshot in tow, as we try to figure out what else we can do and find here. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.